Hello to the viewers. Thank you very much for watching the video. This is my first video. The very first time I'm putting this video out there. Quite a few people who've been struggling and they messaged me on Instagram that if I can try and show them the breakdown and how I do it and how I post it daily on my Instagram, that would be very helpful. Um, I can understand not a lot of people can afford to have a mentor. Mentor fees these days are quite high off the roof, and it is a skill that everybody wants to, most of the people would like to acquire. I think this is something if you acquire once, you are gonna acquire a lifelong skill, and you can literally make money sitting at home. But saying that, it is not easy, but it's not impossible either. So, if you are new to Forex, I would say do not trade gold. It will burn you. I've been burnt myself 3 times. I've lost 3 accounts in past. But I guess after trading altogether in Forex for about a couple of years now, I think I've gotten to a stage where I understand gold. I respect gold for its moves, and I do not expect a lot out of it. If you're new, you must understand to trade in forex or any instrument whatsoever, you need discipline. Discipline is very important. If you don't have the discipline, you are going to lose and you're going to keep on losing your money. So it is very important that you build a discipline. And don't worry, it takes time. It took me 1 year to build a discipline and get to the stage where I am today. I'm not making millions of dollars, and I don't think I will be making millions of dollars in next 2 years either, but I'm making enough to have a good leisurely life, to have good amount of money in my pocket, cash. I can go and spend, take my family out for good dinners, buy some good tech stuff, and just buy stuff, just normally that I wouldn't do it. But what I tend to do is whatever money I make, I would tend to invest that money in some other sort of investments. For example, my top ones are Tesla, Coca-Cola, and some of the cryptocurrencies. Anyways, moving on. This video that I'm trying to make is all about the analysis. So I'm not a day trader. I'm not a swing trader. What I do is I do scalping. I am a mentee of Raja Banks. I think he's the best mentor out there. And I can say this because I have tried the other mentors, other than Raja Banks. I'm not going to name them, but I have tried them, and it's not about having good value for money. It's just about the intentions of teaching you and having that one-on-one experience that you get. So what you get with Raja, there's no way you can get it with anybody else out there. Um, so moving on to the gold analysis. So this is normally how I would do it. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I trade in gold. So I only trade London session. So it could be anything from pre-London to a couple of hours into London session, right? So that's where I would get the trade. London opening, I tend to stay away from the market. I do look at it, I do keep an eye on it, but I try and stay away from it because there's so much volume, and what I've often seen, it breaks the highs and lows of the previous candle, of previous 30-minute or hourly candle. So you don't really know which way the trade's going to go. Now, this is my experience. If your experience is something different, it's absolutely fine. This is what I see. So I tend to stay away from the London opening. Let's just go on to the charts quickly. This is the gold chart right over here. I'm using Wanda on TradingView. What I would do is I would just remove all the analysis from the previous day. This is one of the things that I've learned from Raja. Once again, you remove the analysis and just start from the scratch. It gives you a new perspective, a new view, clean mind, clean psychology, and that helps you. That will help you a very long way. So on a daily chart, I can see there is gold is definitely trending up. Um, what I spotted over here, so when I open this chart, today is Monday in New Zealand, and this is the time over here. It's almost 1 p.m. Midday, and we are currently in Asian session. So I can see, looking at the gold, I can see it's definitely uptrending. Now the things to spot is this was a level. Gold was in downtrend. Let me just change the color quickly. gold was trending downwards, and then it did a retest of this level and changed the momentum, and it's now started going up again. Now it's in uptrend on a daily level. So we clearly know gold is trending up. Very simple. Now the next thing I see is it broke the lower high and created a higher high. This one created a lower low, then created another higher high, created a higher low, and so on. There's another higher high, another higher low. Now the most important thing, it's creating a higher high, has already created. You can see on this particular level, this candle, this candle, this candle, rejecting the level. What am I expecting? I'm expecting it to create a higher low and then go up. This is what I'm expecting. So now we have the psychology. Now we know where the market is trending and we know what to look at. Now, once again, this is on a daily level. I do not take trades on daily level. I do not have such big account. What we need to do is we need to drill down into it. But this is just to know and understand the trend, right? So let's just clean it up. And on a daily level, we can see it's uptrending. We're going to zoom into it and we're going to go on 4 hour. On 4 hour, we can see it's consolidating. It's a complete consolidation right over here, right? So we don't know what's going to happen. So let's just drill down because this doesn't really tell me much. Yes, there's a level over here, 1887, somewhere around 1887. Yeah, 1888, you can say it. This is an important level. Let's just mark it, 1888. Yeah. But there's a bit of, if you look at the past, you can see there's a bit of resistance right over here, over here. Market went up, came down, tried to break it, not couldn't do it, came back up again, and the third time it just broke through and came right down once again, right? So now we don't really know where the market's gonna go. After this, let's just go on an hourly and try and drill down. Now on hourly, this is what we see. It did a retry on an hourly. There you go, beautiful. Did a retry on hourly. Once again, not able to break. Let's just change the colors. What do we have here on hourly? Sorry, I'm very picky about my charts. I'm very, very paranoid, so I like them to be really neat and tidy. I think that's once again it helps your psychology and helps you in trading pairs in much more efficient ways. It is really important. Clean mind, clean charts, clean trades. Let's just drill down to 30 minutes once again and see what's happening. Okay. So we can see there's a big consolidation, but there are moves. In gold, you don't really need a lot of big movements. You only need like $1, $2, $3 max, because $1 equals to 10 pips. And that's what I aim for. That's what I look for. Life is easy. You take 10 pips and you just move on. You don't have to go for any, yeah, any big scores or anything like that. Okay, so on 30 minute, I can see there was a clean move towards downside. It tried to go up, struggling, 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 struggling over here, and now it's breaking the low of two previous 30 minutes. So it looks like it's trying to create a higher low over here on 30 minute, and that might be so towards the London session, it might go up again. We'll create a support somewhere over here and go up. This is just a probability. Once again, this is what's going on in my mind when I'm looking at these charts. Okay, so now let's just look at it, and it's complete pure price action. Pure price action. I've tried other strategies, trend line, Fibonacci's, and everything. They didn't really work for me. So yeah, once I saw Raja how he trades and everything, I had a really good success rate. It took time though. It didn't came instantly. It did not come instantly. It took a lot of time, practice, and patience. It's mostly psychology. So I can see the support was made over here, and from this point there was a big push. Now what I can see, there's a bit, this is the resistance area for us. Now I believe it's going to create some sort of support over here, then it should go up. Now in this sort of scenario, if this happens, these are the trades I would be looking at. Actually, let's just drill down to 15 minutes first and see what's happening. Okay, very clean traffic to the downside. The best trade would be this one. Clean traffic to the upside. Even though on 15 minutes we have this previous noise over here, but we do not have any such noise going to the upside. And how many pips it is? Let's just quickly have a look. It's going to be about 35 pips. So it is about $3.5. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. And even if you secure just 10 pips out of it, voila, you made your day. Now on the downside, if it falls, it can have a fall, it can have a big fall, but it doesn't, might have that big fall, might not have that big fall. Who knows? But anyways, both sides, there's about 61 pips on the downside, 35 pips on the outside. This is the consolidation zone. Now I am very, very clear which trade I'm going to take, right? Now, and what I'm going to wait for is a 30-minute or a 15-minute candle to break above, the next 15-minute or 30-minute candle to come down, mostly 30-minute, to come down, create a bottom wick, break the high of previous 30-minute, and go to the moon. This is what I will be expecting. Similar for the downside. In the London session, I would expect the 30-minute candle to break below this area, the body of the candle to be closed below this support. The next 30-minute candle, create a wick on the upside in the first 5 to 10 minutes, break the low of previous 30-minute, this one, and then come down. Now these are the two trades I'll be looking at. Profits level, this bottom 1873 profit level, this is the best case scenario. But once again, I will be taking the 50% off on 10 pips, or maybe 80% off on 10 pips. And we'll just keep on cutting the trade as it goes down, goes in my direction, and bring the stop loss to break even. Now this is how I would trade. I really, really hope this would have helped. This was not a very detailed one, but honestly, trust me, guys, more complexity you put in, more difficulties you're gonna have. Keep it simple, keep it clean, keep your psychology clean, and you will win these trades with flying colors. Have lots and lots and lots of patience. This is all. The best thing to do is not to be on the charts. That's the best thing. You identify your time when you're going to trade, and come with an expectation you might not find a trade. It is not important to trade every day. I show you guys my discipline. So I just keep it right over here every single day before opening the charts. I read this. The first rule, trade only in London session. Now this is my rule. Maybe depending on your time zone, you could be trading in New York session. I do not prefer Asian session, and I do not endorse it because I think there's not enough volume, there's not enough movement. But if it works out for you, then well and good, go for it. Then my second rule, it is okay to miss trades. Now, when I read this second one, it calms me down. Every single day, it just calms my brain. Now I go on the chart without any expectation that I'm going to take the trade. Yeah. The third and the most important thing for me, I think, is manage your trade. So at this point, I set my psychology. I'm not going to over leverage. I'm going to stick to my rules. And if the trade starts going in the opposite direction, I'm going to manage it. without even a second thought. I'm going to manage it. Yeah, that is very, very important. Maximum 2 trades a day. If one loss, then turn the PC off. That is it. That's a full stop for me. If I get one loss, I'm gonna just turn it off. You know what that means? This means I'm okay to miss trades, right? I'm perfectly fine to miss these trades because I don't want to get to a stage where I have to take the second trade. So mentally, I think I've only got one chance, make or break. If you've got one chance to make or break, are you going to wait? Or are you going to just be a monkey and just press the numbers, right? Press the buttons. Don't do that. Just wait for the right trade. Wait for the candles to align the way you want them to. Yeah. Greedy. Take the profit and run away. This happens with me all the time. All the time. If I'm falling into this greed and I see that I'm in 5 pips profit, I'm going to cut half of my trade. Gonna cut half my trade. If for 10 pips I'm getting greedy, I'm gonna cut it. I'm no matter what. If I feel the greed, I get that emotion, I'm gonna cut my trade in half and bring the stop loss down. Has saved me so many times. 10 pips is all I need. I don't need 100 pips. I don't need 50 pips. I don't need 70 pips. 10 pips is all I need. You aim for 10 pips, you'll get it. It's very, very easy. It's not hard at all. I really hope this video would bring some sort of value and how to do analysis and stuff. Really happy to answer any questions. Just comment or and definitely please like the video. I am trying to build a channel. I have no intentions to build a school where I'll be teaching people whatsoever. No, I don't intend to do that. I don't have that time. I've got my own business running on the side that I'm busy at. So this is just the content for those people who really can't afford to have a mentor or they're just so doubtful and confused because there's so many people out there what to do and there's so many different strategies. They're struggling. At the end of the day, you would go with the people with whom your personality matches, right? So completely depends on you how you guys take it. But this is the pure price action breakdown. I really, really hope you liked it. And if there's anything more I can do, please do let me know. Thank you very much, guys.